Power rarely moves alone. It travels through other people's hands, through armies, promises, debts, and loyalties. To rule, you don't need to do everything yourself. You need to make others do it for you. This is the seventh law of power, and in Code Geass, it is the law Lelouch practices with surgical precision. Law 7 is deceptively simple. Use other people's labor, knowledge, and loyalty to achieve your goals, and make sure you benefit from their effort. Doing the work yourself exhausts you. Making others work for you multiplies your reach. But true mastery of this law is not laziness. It's engineering. It's designing systems, roles, and incentives so that other people's actions naturally produce your desired outcome. Lelouch doesn't micromanage every skirmish. He builds networks. The Black Knights, informants, politicians, media personalities, and pawns inside Britannia. Each person has a role. Some are soldiers, some are mouths, some are traps. He rarely fights with his own hands. He fights through the hands of others. That's the difference between a commander and a puppeteer. The commander moves troops. The puppeteer pulls strings. Lelouch does both, but only the strings matter. Let's break down the signature moves. Example A, the Black Knights. The Black Knights are not only fighters, they are a brand. Lelouch gives them purpose, identity, and a leaderless symbol, 0 to follow. They fight his battles, sway public opinion, and carry out missions he rarely needs to command directly. Example B, political puppetry. In the UFN and Britannia's court, Lelouch plants ideas, nudges votes, and forces opponents into reactive plays. He doesn't make the law. He engineers the environment so that his desired law will be made by others. Example C, emotional labor. Lelouch uses the emotional investments of others, love, guilt, honor, like motors. Suzaku's need for redemption, Callan's loyalty, Nunnally's innocence. Each becomes a force that propels Lelouch's strategy forward, often without them realizing they're doing his work. Example D, media and myth. He manipulates public perception so the population acts, rallies, revolts, or submits, doing the social labor of changing power structures for him. Getting others to work for you is easy. Keeping control is hard. Lelouch avoids common traps in 3 ways. 1. Layered incentives. People follow for different reasons: ideology, money, revenge, love. Lelouch ensures each follower has their own motive to act, so you don't need to constantly force them. 2. Ritual and symbol. 0 is not one man's command. He is a ritual that creates obedience. When orders come through a symbol, personal doubts fade. 3. Blame and plausible deniability. Lelouch often lets others take the heat for the dirty work. He gives orders indirectly, uses intermediaries, and maintains a plausible separation between himself and the actions that might ruin him. But engineering other people means surrendering some control. Not everything goes to plan. The Black Knight's betrayal. When loyalty turned to doubt, Lelouch's apparatus shifted against him. He had built dependency, but not absolute loyalty to his person. Emotional leverage costs. Using people's feelings to move the board occasionally cost him the trust he needed. The human factor isn't a machine, it's a wild variable. In short, let others work for you? Yes, but never forget to manage the human cost and the possibility of them turning your tools into weapons. The ultimate insight of Law 7 is this: build systems that achieve your will even when you're absent. Lelouch's genius is not that he fights well. It's that he creates institutions, myths, and dependencies so the world moves as he designed. Because when others do the work for you, your influence becomes scalable, and scalable influence becomes historic. If you liked this deep dive into Lelouch's methods, smash that like, share your favorite example in the comments, and subscribe to Silent Requiem so you don't miss part coming next. Law 16. Use absence to increase respect and honor. Power is never a solo act. It moves through others, quietly and invisibly. Lelouch didn't just learn to lead people, he learned how to make them carry his will forward. This was Silent Requiem. Stay silent, stay strategic, stay powerful.